they interviewed all the edible makers out of Toronto, and it was me just like in the ring. Let's make some cookies.
All right, I'm ready for some more abuse then.
And like a bunch of guys wearing like balaclavas with their voice changed and stuff. Hi everybody, I want to eat some cookies. So yeah, so
I love that so much.
I got to put Damien Abraham in the ring, and I beat him up, and then we took him into the kitchen, and I made him cookies. So
Oh my god, that's so...
it was really fun. So.
I love that. You want some cookies? Cut to.
I was growing since I was 14.
I like to beat people.
Let's go to Thailand. Like, shatter and burn, you know.
What was your,
good.
just because I feel like I resonate with this, what was your journey from really feeling into the stigma of cannabis and then like working your way out of that? Because I honestly didn't like come out as a cannabis user until I got a job in cannabis, and then I felt like it was like legit, like I'm like working here now, so like this is my job, so I can also be part of it and within it.
Well, I never really felt like a cannabis user. Like it was medicinal for me. It was like taking a medicine because that's how it worked.
Yes.
So for myself, it was just about, you know, when I went to the green markets, because I had a product that I was doing well with, it wasn't about going and making money and selling drugs. It was being able to introduce more people to the healing powers of what I was doing. And people trusted me because we started to figure out milligrams and doses and things like that. So
Ooh, I like that.
It was
people resonate with proper dosaging.
Yeah.
What did you find was the average like winner for what people wanted?
Thank you.
Cheers.
We did 100 milligram chocolate bars, and they were
full spectrum 100.
Yeah, but so then it's into 10 squares. So how does that not make sense for people?
Right.
So it's less packaging. People are responsible. You've got a full bottle of vodka in your cupboard. Are you going to drink the whole thing?
Oh, I love that.
Right? You can walk into an LCBO. You can do all of that, but I just don't understand the comparisons. So it's. So I'm going off track.
No, not at all. But I'm right there with you on that too, and the limitations and hilariousness that go along
it's
with that.
Yeah. So I felt that we always did stand out, and I didn't feel like we were part of the stigma because we were there to teach people. And the kind of reason that I started doing it was because a good friend of mine, she had cancer. So I started making brownies for her and getting them into the hospitals, and then realizing that things weren't, you know, I got kicked out of St. Mike's Hospital because of cannabis. And they're like, well, we're trying to give her synthetic cannabis. And I'm like, but look at the side effects it's giving her. So it's just like, it was just this whole thing for me of like being able to talk to people about it. And people didn't have the answers at that time. So
you had that experience straight up with someone informed by Western medicine being against like a natural plant medicine. I'm in a really weird space between like extreme gratitude for healthcare workers and extreme fuck you about like Western medicine, and like we gotta hook people on pills and you have to comply with like every suggestion. Like that's insane. Like Western medicine is gone a little loopy, homies.
A little.
Like, we need to balance out a fair perspective because we have to be fair with everyone. Some people, when I need a bone put back together, reparative medicine, oh my God, thank you. I'm so grateful you know how to do that. I don't. I just patched her up. She fell, and I patched her up, and looking at the blood, I'm like, I'm so high. I can't deal with this.
Okay, so actually, for 2 days in a row, he accidentally got so high every time he had to change my bandages.
The empathetic nervous system, I was like... It was so funny. It was okay. I'm fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Are you okay?
But I did it.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I cleaned it though, didn't I?
Yeah,
That's
you were
good.
great.
I showed up.
Good job.
But yeah, the Western medicine situation when they're like, no, take
interesting
these
time.
pills. And you can drink, by the way, and you can do things that cause you inflammation. No problem. You can do all that stuff. But you know, no natural plant medicines. So eventually we're gonna have to find a balanced spectrum on allowing everyone to find their own route of healing, or it's going to be just this ridiculous two-sided battle of theories like until forever.
There will always be polarity. I think we understand that like we're living this like world that we're living in is just that. Like we'll always have two sides or more to everything.
But cannabis is two sides.
And it's just about the choice. Like, how can people, as adults, how can we not be given the choice of what we want to do?
Yeah.
You know, we can
Yeah.
choose to take pharmaceuticals, and that bottle of pills could hurt us so much more than anything we could choose from our plant medicine. It just makes it's no concept.
And I like to, I'm the floofy one on this show, and I go right into quantum physics of like programming your cells, like you say so, what you say so, and how many diseases are just dis-ease of the mind about something. You're holding energy in your body a certain way, it will manifest outward.
I think the whole last 2 years can absolutely show what has
Yeah.
happened. You can see how people are now holding themselves completely differently, and you know, we talk about like people can't hide who they are anymore. You know, like my anxiety's through the roof,
Yeah.
and I no longer have tolerance to deal with shit. And like, if you want to get in my face, I'm gonna be like, no, we're not dealing with the shit anymore. Like,
Yeah.
there's people.
Yeah.
If it's mental illness, if it's anger, if it's whatever, if it's disease, if
Yeah.
it's like, everyone is showing their shit.
Yeah.
And
That's been a blessing.
It's kind of nice. Yeah.
it's real.
We had to go through it.
It's fucking real.
Well,
but-
we can't ignore it anymore.
No.
That's just like I'll crave an explosion eventually. Like if there's nothing, like stagnancy, like lack of communication, it's like at least just say it. At least just say the thing. Like I don't have to be best friends with every single person in the world. It's like, but I'm proud that you're living out loud.
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
like Canadians are finally growing up, you know? Like, we don't have to be sorry about everything.
We've
and
lived in such a state of fear, and like
yeah.
everything. I don't want to live in fear anymore. I can't give fucks anymore.
Yeah.